Hi sweet friends, welcome back. Today we are continuing with the Easter decorating for 2025. Today we will be doing our kitchen, our hutch, our coffee bar. I'm super excited. I have everything laid out here. I do have a haul of this year's purchases. I'll link it down below. Now I did change up a few pieces like this bunny here. He had kind of like a red pinkish outfit. So I did do a baby blue. I added more pink to his cake. Now for this cupcake house, I did more pink. I painted the top icing, which was purple. The pink of the tulips and bows was a lot more cooler. So, it was barely noticeable. So I did that same pretty pink. The mushrooms, the little stump were also pink, so I made it brown. I made the frame of the door white instead of blue. And even the doorsteps, they had orange and lots of other colors, so I just made it, a simple brown. In my haul, I also mentioned these cupcakes, so I definitely changed the icing. It was a really bright blue, and the bread or cupcake muffin part of all of these cupcakes, it was a peachy pink, so I made it a brown to make it look more realistic. This chick came with that yellow that you see on his little hair, so I made his body another lighter pale, Easter yellow, which I thought looked perfect. The sheep, it had some green little sprinkles, so I changed them to, the colors that I use. And then this bunny actually had kind of like a mustard yellow icing, so I just made it white. Alright friends, let's start decorating our countertop. Like I mentioned in previous videos, I definitely wanted to use this bunny here next to the stove because it's one of my most favorite pieces, I think, out of all of my Easter collection. She is so adorable. Next is the top of my hutch, Cottontail Candy Company. This sign is from Christmas Tree Shop when they were open a few years ago. My husband, helped me make some stickers or vinyl decals to make it look a little cuter. I also have this cake that I got at Ross this year. They have so many wonderful pieces this year. That sign says sweets and treats. So I thought I would make this kind of like we're selling cakes and Easter goodies. I definitely am in love with how this looks. And I love that you can also still see everything even if you're standing, on the floor. Instead of my hutch, believe it or not, I don't have anything to add in there. So, like I said, we look and hunt for cute pieces year after year, and that's what makes it fun. All right, coffee, prayer, and conversation always welcome here. I haven't used this sign in a while, so I thought it would be a perfect time to bring it back out, because of Easter. I wanted a pop of blue here to match the decor that I will be adding to this little shelf. And if you are a friend of the channel, this is where I put my extra mugs for when we have, family over or friends. And I'm just going to be adding a few cute pieces here. Alright friends, let's talk about the treats that we will be using on our coffee bar. I have these strawberry wafer rolls. I also have these Easter marshmallows. My little one loves marshmallows. I have this packet of white fudge pretzels still left over from Valentine's Day. It's not expired, so it's still good to use. I have some M&Ms, some sprinkles, and these are the canisters that I will be using today. How cute, right? I want to add my sugar in this little jar. And then we have these here. I, didn't have time to buy more treats because, we were all sick. Thank you everyone again for all, the prayers and comments and messages. We are, healthy now. Thank you. Thank you. All of the extra marshmallows are going into this canister to have on hand. decided to leave the pink floral string lights. They are from Dollar General in the past. They look very pretty. We will do a close-up of everything, once this section is finished. These are faux chocolate eggs. I will be removing one of those ramekins because it was covering that bunny cookie in the back a little too much. And I did move the canisters around. I wish I could find more Easter kitchen signs. I did find these at Burlington this year, and I thought they were perfect for the coffee bar. It looks like they are from the same scene because of the pink cherry blossom trees in the back. I think that's what they are, but it's so cute. They're having tea or drinking coffee. Alright, now for the mugs, which is one of my most favorite things to do. I have a few from TJ Maxx, Marshalls, from Target in the past, like this one here. Let's see, this one is from Joann's in the past. I was hoping to find more this year, but I didn't really. The only one I found was this one. I thought it was so pretty. It is Ray done. It has a flower design going all around. This one is from Marshalls in the past, but once in a while they do bring them out. This one is from Burlington in the past. He is not here. He has risen just as he said. Perfect for Easter. Honestly, this jar doesn't have anything. I just want to, put it as filler and to hold up this sign that I will be putting in a few seconds. Cotton Candy Company, Bunnies, Carrots, Chocolate. I believe this is from Amazon in the past. I have it linked in my Amazon storefront that you can always find in every description box of each video I upload. Going along with the sweets and treats shop that we did on top of my hutch, I am going to set these cupcakes and treats here to make it look like we're selling them. I thought this idea was super cute. In past Decorate With Me videos, I like to put a cupcake inside of a glass cloche, but this time I want to set them, just on this cake stand because I want to appreciate and see all the cuteness. Alright friends, next I'm restocking my K-cups, so the hot cocoa is set. Now for my coffee. We didn't leave the house for 2 weeks because my 7-year-old got sick from school, and then my little 2-year-old got what he got, and then I got sick, and then my 2-year-old got sick again. So yeah, it was like around 2 weeks. So we are using what we have. Alright, now for the shelf here. This bunny inside of this teacup and saucer I found, I think last year or the year before, but I did see it this year if you're interested at TJ Maxx Marshalls. And then this bunny I found at Goodwill many years ago when I first moved to Pennsylvania from New York, and I love it because it looks vintage. Alright friends, you guys know how much I love bunnies and Easter, so you guys can imagine how happy this makes me. Here is a little clip of part 1. In case you missed it, I'll have it linked down below. Thank you everyone for all the sweet comments, and you guys tell me just the nicest things, so thank you. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you are new. I truly hope you guys are all doing well. A big virtual hug. Goodbye friends.